Hey YouTube, so as some of you may know, I've actually been at the beach for the last 4 days. I'm on vacation right now. I'm going to be on vacation until the end of this week. I go back to work on Monday, but I have staycation for the next few days. But I just wanted to do a quick update on my Betta tank. A few people have asked for another update on that tank, so I just wanted to give you guys an update, and we're actually going to do some trimming as well. So this tank, my 40-gallon back here, has been basically unattended for like 5 days now. I had the lights on a timer and the CO2 on a timer, but the tank didn't get any fertilizers, and so it's a bit overgrown, and it's also, there's some algae issues. Blackbeard algae is one thing that I've really struggled with in the past, and it rears its ugly head anytime I let my guard down and miss the CO2. The CO2 runs out for a couple days, it'll show up again. If I don't dose the ferts for a couple days, it'll show up again. It's such a nuisance, it's such a pain in the ass. I hope none of you get it. It's like a cancer in the freaking fish tank. So I'm going to be trimming off some leaves that have some BBA on them, and also just generally trimming all the plants in this aquarium because they're really, I don't know if you can see, we'll take a closer look, but it's pretty overgrown right now. So I did redo this aquascape, the aquascape that I'm working on, aquascaping anyway. I redid it like a couple weeks ago, so it's a little bit different from my last tank update. I'm not totally done with it still. As you can see, I have like this big open space over here that is not really, I don't know what's going to go there yet or what I'm going to do with it just yet. So, but I feel like I'm starting to get this area a little bit more figured out in terms of what I want to do with the tank. But so yeah, we're just going to do a little bit of trimming, and I'll show you how it looks afterwards. So here's how the tank looks right now. And the plants are starting to close up. You can see it's nighttime. So like my rotella there is starting to close up for the night. Rotella back there too is getting tight and closed up. But anyway, so you can see my Pantanal is super overgrown back there. This stargrass is just out of control. It's the stuff just grows like crazy in this tank. I can't control this one very well. It probably shouldn't be in the front of the tank, but it's requiring a lot of trimming lately. Rotella green is doing good over there. My Ludwigia red is looking pretty good back there. That one is actually not too overgrown. We probably won't trim that one tonight. Down here, the S. repens has really not done well without the ferts. As you can see, some of them are melting, which is a super bummer, but they'll come back. And then you can also see that there's some BBA on those, which is so annoying. I hate that stuff so much. So I'm just going to be trimming off some of those dead leaves and the leaves that are really infested with the BBA, just to get rid of them. These two, a little bit of BBA on the, some of those back there. And yeah, I don't know. Bellum looks pretty good. It looks a little sad, like it's been lacking ferts, but other than that, and there is my little Betta girl hanging out in her 40-gallon. But anyway, let's start doing some trimming here and see how it looks afterwards. So I'm just going to be using some basic scissors to trim tonight. These are actually sold as hair cutting scissors, and they work great for plants. They're pretty cheap, and they stay sharp for a really long time. So these are great. And then I also have some planting tongs that I'm going to be using. And these just help to get the plant stems into the substrate, not having to use your fingers. So those are the tools I'll be using tonight. So here's the tank about 12 hours after the trimming. I also did a water change and just let everything settle down. Usually when I'm trimming that many plants, and as you saw I was pulling up a lot of them to trim them, it gets a little bit cloudy in there because of the aqua soil. It kicks up a lot of stuff. So this is how the tank looks now after the trim and after everything has settled. Some of the plants definitely don't look as great after a trim, particularly like the stargrass down there. Doesn't look great, but it grows back really quickly, and so it's kind of just a waiting period of, you know, the plants kind of looking like crap for a little while until they grow back out again. So there you have it, little trim. I'll give you a little update on my 20-gallon tank as well, and that's down here. So not much going on in this tank yet at this point. I actually have some more plants coming for this tank this week sometime, because as you can tell it's not super heavily planted yet. I do have like a kind of a vision for this tank, more so than I have for that one actually. So I have a plan in mind for this one, but I just haven't gotten the plants together yet, and I've actually been having some algae issues in this tank as well. I think it might be rhizo. But it's a pain and it grows really fast, so I've been having to do a lot of water changes, and I've had to lower the light a bit. So not a whole lot going on in this tank right now. There's a little Betta girl there. So yeah, that's about it. Not too exciting. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. Thanks so much for watching, and please do come follow me on Instagram. I'm Green Mountain Goldfish with the little underscores between each word. And I'm also on Facebook at Green Mountain Goldfish, and come find me at Coco's Goldfish Forum as well. Thanks so much for watching. Please feel free to comment if you have any comments. And I do try to read all the comments and get back to everybody as much as I can. Alright, thanks again for watching.